So, for today's deck, I think I'm going for something, I don't know. I really have no plans. I'm just gonna look through my decks. I'm gonna choose one. Yeah, sure. Let's go for Spellacate. Or maybe no, that's our next video. For today's video, we're going for Scouting with Daerlens. Now, I made this like perhaps last year, and now it has like 2 extra provisions, and I have to think about how to make the best use possible out of them. So here we have the Slave Driver, the Mage Assassins. The poor Mage Assassins got really butchered, but still they're very useful. I can't deny that. I just have to think of a way to make use of the 2 extra provisions, but the question is, what is even worth it? Which among these is going to help us? So let's say we replace Grimt with an 8. Which one can provide as many points as he does? Because we have 4 Daerlens, technically 5 Daerlens. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 4, 14. Like, which one of these is 14 points? I don't think any of them meet that criteria. So I think we'll just stick to the list the way it is. We really don't need to change it. We don't need to change anything. The only thing that we had an issue with was that the Mage Assassins were buffed to 4 provisions. They used to be 5 provisions, but they got nerfed to 1 power, which overall reduces the overall power of our deck. I really don't know what to pick. This is a dilemma. I could technically replace a sergeant with something here. But that would reduce our consistency because we want to access our cards effectively with Roderick. So removing a bronze to gain a gold just reduces our consistency overall. I also don't want to add more consistency to the deck because we don't need it. I really don't know how I can use this to my benefit unless I go for Duadric. Yeah, Duadric makes sense. Duadric makes a lot of sense, actually. Probably the only card that would fit here. Okay, let's go for it. So the plan of the deck is simple. We have Garrison. Garrison spawns a base copy of a bronze soldier from our starting deck, and boosts an allied soldier and all his copies by 1 and gives them 1 armor. So what we want to do with Garrison is to spawn and play a base copy of Daerlens soldiers. When we do that, and we keep all 4 copies of Daerlens soldiers in the deck, you get a 2-point body from the Garrison that summons all of the other Daerlens soldiers for a maximum of 5 Daerlens soldiers. But what is the point of thinning these guys? Well, All God. Because All God boosts 3 units in your deck by 2, and you get 2 more targets to choose if you have offerings in your deck. Which we do. We have 2 offerings in our deck. That's a total of 5. So, what does that mean? That means that these Daerlens are not 2 power. They're 5 or 6 power units. Depending on how you... sometimes even 7. Depending on how you split your boosts. All God boosts them by 2. Iris boosts everything in your deck by 1. If you discard her with Iris Companions, of course. And offerings boost offering boosts what did I even want to say? Yeah, boosts any unit in our deck. So how can we use this effectively? Well, All God can boost any unit. This can also boost any unit. This can also boost any unit in our deck. What that means is that we can get a really big Nilfgaardian Knight into our deck, like 14 or 15 points, and then we use spotters, possibly 4 copies, Slave Driver, 2 spotters, and Ramon, to gain like 60 points. 60 plus 4 threes, over 60 points, around 70 points. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. We have 2 answers for enemy cards. We have Vulgar Force and Curse of Corruption. Snowdrop helps us thin our deck with the Mage Assassins and Tactical Decision, giving us more points. Also fixing our hand, because our hand has a lot of bricks. 4 here and 2 here. And that's pretty much it. And some of them are just not usable in round 1, like Spotter and Nausicaa are not usable in round 1. Duadric also helps us to secure that position. Anyways, yeah, that's the deck. That's how it works. We also have a Curse Scroll to make sure that our hand is fixed. Duadric helps with consistency. Rimmed is just points. And we have locks in case opponent is running a combo deck. Let's get into it. Scouting with Daerlens.
Too long we have tolerated weak, sniveling emperors.
Now this is the type of hand I'm talking about. We'll have a lot of bricks in our hand that we don't want. And we can easily play Iris Companions, draw Iris 1 Everick, and discard her. This buffs every unit in our deck. That easily. One mistake I did that you shouldn't do is that I should have used my Curse Scroll to put this back. But that's fine. Offering is useful against Reaver Hunters, because we can buff a Nilfgaardian Knight in our deck. I don't know what they're going to play, but I'm probably just playing Snowdrop.
Let's go.
Interesting. They set up their engines immediately.
I like you whether you
like is enough.
Okay. So what card do I want? All God is definitely one of the cards I need. Sure.
This one should land us a fortune!
Okay, sure. I'll just play Gwent.
We'll make a fine
And
package.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
On it that's at stake here. This is
That's
not
like 4
time to
damage.
whimper.
Pretty good. I can play All God.
Disturb a god at rest, mortal!
And buff these. Sure. Okay. This will probably get buffed to 8. Then I can kill it with Curse of Corruption.
The king pays well for every dryad scalp.
It's really not worth doing this. We have to use it. And luckily we got Mage's Head on top.
No stench for foul strange art.
Pretty good. We do want to put our Daerlens into the graveyard. Interesting, Redanian Secret Service.
We retreat! We hide! Survival return! Fight! Bang! Kill!
He's ahead again. Like, I could try fighting for this, but I don't think we'll succeed. Unless I blow my Daerlens. Which I might have to do. I do have a soldier.
Off to
Okay.
the front yet again. For the king!
What if he has like Sabrina's? That would be interesting.
We retreat! We hide! Survival return!
perfection. It's not great to spend all of your good units like this.
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crimson Reavers.
I don't think it's worth going into it. He has 5 damage. 6. He has to spend his last card if he wants to take this. The important thing is that I did not go 2 cards down. I'm going 1 card down, but only if he continues playing.
If the Crimson
It doesn't
Reavers
have
are
a
at
unit to
stake
play?
here, this is no time to whimper.
Okay. Yeah, he's using the leader charge. This is great. And he loses his last card, which is... What is his last card? Siege. He wasted Siege. Really? Well, this is not a perfect hand, but we can stall with offering. Yeah, he's going for the reverse. Not the smartest option, but
Don't
sure.
recognize your old mates. We're the Crimson Reavers.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Really, I do.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
I don't know if he has something better here, but I have to kill that.
Quite the mean task.
Okay.
I pass on every 10th round.
Now he's going down. Okay. That was a really bad push, and he wasted his siege. It's unbelievable. Okay, wonderful. Now you will see the true power of this deck. So, Roderick into Ramon, into Spotter. Okay, that wasn't great, but sure. Doesn't really matter because we only need 2 armor.
to the
Sure,
invader!
that doesn't do anything really.
Obedience or the last.
Thank you. Of course you would. No? Then I misjudged you.
Don't move, love. Maybe I'll spare you.
Cool card there. I'm gonna bully him. Yep. That's how you bully people. GG. Okay, now for our second game. Crown pieces. Cool. Crown pieces. Cool. Reward points, okay. But I wanted to play another game. Please.
Too long we have tolerated weak
Classic one.
sniveling in.
Usurper versus Emir. Let's see what happens. Well, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Alright. We have a few options, but the first option that comes to mind is always Irish Companions with Royal Decree.
Agreed, as per our contract.
Hopefully this is not Mill, because Mill would really affect us badly. We have like 3 goals left in the deck. I don't mind doing this. That was worth like 8 points. I'm not even considering the spotter values. Art Fame. Dwadrick.
To do business with you is ever a pleasure.
There are plenty of cards that we can choose to put at the bottom of our deck. One of which would be Ramon for sure, because we want to tutor him out with Roderick. We don't want a 1-power unit in our deck.
The North
Oh,
shall
interesting.
tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Death one. But that only works during your turn. So it does not synergize with Emir at all.
I like you whether you like it or
Okay.
not.
So we'll put these... No, actually I will put these back into the deck. I will go for tactical decision.
It is peace you desire. Prepare for war. The water, my lords.
I'm gonna put this into the deck. I'm gonna grab Wilberforts and put this guy at the bottom too. I'll grab that later, not a problem. That's why we have Roderick.
My, the Van Moorlands, they truly spoil us.
He has to go like several cars down. He can't do it in one. And he committed Ball and Emir? Sure.
Oh dear, have I something in my teeth?
He wants a long round against me then. He has to either play another aristocrat. Yeah, he forced to play Fergus, which is actually a combo enabler.
One with my life.
But the question is, why did he commit? I just don't understand it. Okay. We have Daerlens. We have this. This is a good hand as any. And I have access to Garrison. Very good. The issue is that we might be drawing 4 Daerlens next round. We have tools for dealing with unsavory enemy units. That is not really high priority when it comes to blocking. Let's just buff the Nilfgaardian Knight. Okay. I'll just play All God. I'm not losing anything. He's the one who went 1 card down. And we buff these 5. Okay. We might have space issues, that's one thing that we have to consider. Okay, this is perfect. Wow.
History shall remember the Ardien.
Oh, he doesn't have usurper. Interesting. I'm not sure if that's worth doing this, but he has usurper on as the second card in his deck, so I don't need to do it right now. The question is Curse of Corruption worth it for Duadric? I don't want him to fix his hand, so I'll do this. Also have a lot of control tools, so I'm not really worried. Okay, that's a
Beaters, forward!
bummer for sure.
Begin. What is it you want?
You are in Herzer.
Try.
And how are we supposed to deal with this? Oh, a vampire. Interesting.
I'd hoped for a chase. Alba!
Yeah, let's buff him. And that's that. I don't think I'm gonna play. Like 2 was enough. Yeah. We'll close it at that. I hope you guys have a great day or night and enjoy yourselves. Bye.